Let me when I been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it?
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Ready.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Ready? Black 22. 58. Flip it. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 58 for Mike. Slow. 58 for Mike.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 10-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down and goal to go.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
44 is Mike. Check.
Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Ready. Mike's going forward. Watch the run. Tight dog. Switch.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The Colts take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Undercut.
This is Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They run with Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on. Flip it. Slam.
To throw, Winston. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Justin Houston in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
53 is the mic. 53.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. 51, Mike 51. What we got? Tighten up. Check nickel.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Mike 51. Hey, watch this.
Out of the gun, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Let's go, defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
Now a give right side. Hines. Room here to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Final play of the half here, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Army.
Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. SOS. You go white. Where do we go?
To the air again with Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Jameis again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
5 on the 50. White. 58 to mine. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 31. Check 31.
Here's Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A first down throw for Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The first down throw for Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Winston now. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second down and 20.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate.
Winston's pass. To Cameron Brate. A gain of 10 brings up third and 10.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Mike. 53. Mike. Even. Push him back.
Fourth down, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First down, 10.
50, and watch your leg.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I'm gonna hit you.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down.
3 bucks. Hey, let's get him some He's coming, double up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
53's the mark. 53. Hey, here we go.
Now Winston on 4th down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Yeah. going up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you